So I keep 3 or 4 things in my head at all times. They're guideposts for me. They're almost tips that I keep recalling so that I don't fall into these traps. Let me outline them briefly for you. The first is be quiet. Or if you can't remember that, shut up. I try to set a rule that when I am interacting with someone, that I'm quiet 80% of the time. And that 20% of the time I'm allowed to talk. Now, you can't be rigid with this. You don't have a stopwatch in either hand to time that conversation partner's time and your time. But you can have a general guideline in your mind that it should be 80-20 and to work hard to try to get there. Now, I gave this talk to a business school class, and a very bright fella in the back raised his hand and said, yes, but Bernie, what if, in fact, you got 2 great listeners, each trying to keep quiet for 80% of the time? And I said, I thought you'd have very good but short conversations. 80-20. Keep it in mind. When do I interrupt? When do I use my 20%? Again, I have a couple hints that I keep in my head. One is that I just want to hear more about what the person said. Saying the words, "say more about that," is an extraordinarily powerful phrase. It allows people to go further. It signals to them that you're interested. And most importantly, it signals to them that you've been listening to what they had to say. So, knowing more about something. 2, parsing an issue. Maybe there are too many things going on and you want to focus on one thing or another, so you direct the conversation partner to a part of what they were discussing. A third reason is to change a fact or the lens that someone is looking at a problem through. For instance, what if the market didn't develop as quickly as we think it could? So you change something to allow that person to work within a new fiction of circumstance so that they are able to react and to give you a new perspective. Lastly, I want to end the conversation. And I will interrupt to do so because sometimes conversations have just lost their direction, lost their steam. You're not going to get much else from them. And you wish to stop at that point.